Welcome to Talking Habs pregame show before every Montreal Canadiens game. Game day news, game preview, and the Guess the Score contest. Come join the chat and let's talk hockey. Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. All right, so yeah, it's a tough day today, man. Tough day today. Yeah, I'm going to lead off with the bad news, I guess. It's bad news for Guy Lafleur. I just heard this about an hour ago, and I'm trying to deal with it, to be honest with you, and it's a tough day. So Montreal Canadiens put out a statement today, and their statement is the affection that Quebecers have for Guy Lafleur is profound, and we understand that people are concerned about his current state of health. However, we ask everyone to please respect the privacy of Guy and his family. No further comment will be made at this time. Now, that's a very, I don't know what the word for it, ominous statement. So there was an article put out a couple days ago by Hockey Fanatics or Hockey Fan, I'm not sure, HF. Yeah, anyways. And this is from Guy himself, talking about Mike Bossy passing away and all that stuff. Now, on the bottom, he talks about his health condition. So Lafleur says he is suffering. It's rough. It's painful, he replies. My weight has dropped to 169 pounds. It doesn't make sense. I don't take medication anymore. I let go of all that at Christmas. I want to have a good quality of life. I take life as it is. This is very similar to Mike Bossy going home from the hospital about a week before he passed away. Same kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, it's just a sad day. I think Wayne Gretzky put something out that Lafleur had passed, but I think it came down because it wasn't accurate, and I think part of that is the reason for the statements that have been put out about Guy Lafleur. So, my thoughts are with his family, with him, with his friends, with his close friends, and all the fans that truly adored and idolized him, like myself. I'm reading on Twitter all kinds of people talking about that, and yeah, it's a sad day here. Mike Bossy was just 4 or 5 days ago, and this news coming out so soon after. It's a tough one. So, all right, I'm going to say hi to see who's here. Daryl Adams. Okay, well, let's get to the normal stuff here. Show must go on. So, welcome to Talking Habs. It's a pregame show for the game tonight between Montreal hosting. I don't even know off the top of my head right now. Honestly, I can't even remember. I got to look over here in Minnesota. Carey Price will be making his second start tonight. And he hinted at that yesterday in a media scrum after practice. So, yeah, he'll be making a second start tonight. Yeah, here you're going to get game day news, which part of what I just did there. I have some more game day news. I have a game preview, and we have the Guess the Score contest. If you guess the score of the game and the first goal scorer of the game, you will win $10 directly in your bank account via Interact. So leave your comments or your guesses in the chat here. So Daryl Adams, 5-2 Suzuki. So that when you don't list the team, it's Montreal, 5-2 Montreal Suzuki. He also says, Rick, is Price playing tonight? Yes, as I just said. Can you see? I think you mean Joshua Roy playing next year on Habs team? No. I don't see that. Honestly, no, not Joshua Roy next year. The year after that, maybe even longer, but I mean, not next year. Jackson Rember, 3-0 Habs Suzuki. Hey, Matt, yo. Habs Guru, 3-1 Wild. Hartman with the first one. X3J, hey, X3J. At this point, what's the NHLPA? Because they don't make sense. What's the Not sure what you left something out there, and I think it's kind of important because I'm not sure what you're talking about. So just clarify. Bye. Hey, how's it going? Habs 4, Wild nothing. Caulfield with the first one. Now, Jake Evans is out tonight. Jake Evans is out with a virus-like symptoms. They don't know if it's COVID or not, so he's out. We'll keep that monitored, I guess. Laurent Dauphin, Matt Perreault, and Jordan Harris will slot in. When I wrote that, I didn't know who the other two guys would come out because we know Evans is out. They said it'd be announced later. So one of them is Corey Sheneman. That's the defenseman coming out. And the other guy is Joel Armia. Joel Armia, it says he left the club to return to Finland for personal or family reasons. And that's all we know right now. Armia has been given a leave of absence from the team to go back to Finland due to a family matter. Very ominous. Somebody must be sick or has passed away in his family. I don't see any other reason with 6 games left in the season that would happen. So thoughts go out to Joel Armia. You don't say Joel, it's Joel. He's from Finland. Thoughts go out to Joel, and I hope everything's okay. I haven't when I know what it is, I'll have it in the next as soon as I find out in the next game day news. Let's go to this. This is very disturbing, and it concerns Carey Price. Now, this is from a guy named Denis Trudel. He is a Bloc Québécois elected official. And it says, I'm going to translate it while I read it, right? So it says, he saw Carey Price last night on TV. He's saying, like, the biggest thing in sport in Montreal is not capable to speak in the language of the majority of the people who buy the tickets to applaud his exploits. It might not be an exact translation, but it's close enough. And it says, after all these years, it's simply not acceptable. Now, first off, okay, if there's any kids out in the audience, close your ears. First thing I want to say to this guy is, fuck you. That's the first thing I want to say. Stick your hatred and your it's not racism, but your prejudice. Well, it is racism. Carey Price is an indigenous man. That's racism. Stick it up your ass, and I hope and I pray, and I don't believe in God, I'm still going to pray that you get voted out next election. This is the guy. Piece of shit racist. Bloc Québécois from Longueuil, Saint-Hubert. Anybody want to get in touch with him? Here is his information. I'm going to leave this up as I talk for a little while. This is how you get in touch with him to tell him what you think of him. And I wish people would do that. Get in touch with him, call him, fax him, whatever the hell you want to do, and let him know what you think of this racist piece of shit. I'm going to leave that up because I'm going to announce the Letterkenny. So if you out there, if you love Letterkenny, the Letterkenny spinoff Shoresy starts May 13th on Crave and May 27th on Hulu. I figure on May 13th, I'm not watching it on Crave, but I'll still be able to watch it where I watch things. I can't wait. There is a trailer out there that I saw today. Check it out. It's pretty funny. So that starts then. Racist piece of shit. I hope people do contact you and tell you what they think of you. Just disgusting. Varlamov has a hell of a stomach virus, I guess. Don't know. I didn't hear anything about Varlamov, but Evans does. Bye. I would think with 6 games left, Armia's not coming back this season. He's going to Finland. By the time he comes back, the season's going to be over. He won't be back this season. BL 5-2 Minnesota. Kiprizov with the opening goal. Bye-bye. Politician looking for his 15 minutes of glory. Disgusting. He's disgusting, and I hope people let him know how disgusting he is. Yeah. Yeah, bye-bye. Good luck. Only politicians looking to curry favor will actually have the guts to call him out. Well, I had the guts to label him a racist because that's what he is. To talk like that about an Indigenous man is racism. Matt, I would 100% agree with you. I don't know about 99% because there's too many of these kind of people here in Quebec, unfortunately. And but it's big. It's like 90% of people wouldn't give a shit, but there's that 10% that just gotta hate on something. Oh, is that what you mean? I didn't get the joke. Sorry. Lucas, yeah, I mean, of course they're gonna let him go. But if there's something like that in the family, someone's really sick or they passed away, they're not gonna keep him back. They did it with KK. They did it with Armia. I mean, no, they're not Armia. Edmondson. So yeah. Lucas, at any point and in any season, if it's something serious like that, you don't keep somebody away from their family. It's not. I mean, it's not worth it. A family's first. And I mean, we'll find out eventually what it is, but right now it's and it's not our business right now to know what it is. Eventually, whatever we'll find out, but it's not our business right now. Sean, well, believe it. There's not a lot. I mean, on Twitter, there's a lot of normal people calling him out. I couldn't turn down the opportunity to not call this guy out for what he is. I guess I take a chance that he sees that and he gets whatever. But it is who he is. And go to court, and I deny that he's not a racist with what he said about an Indigenous man. Sorry. And besides, the Bloc Québécois, just inherently, that's hatred and racism. That whole party. Yeah, and I'm not afraid to say that. Beba, yeah, we'll see. I don't know exactly when that came out. I saw that. I saw that after I heard about Guy Lafleur being sick and going home like that. And I maybe some of my responses a little bit in. I guess I got angry. I think rightfully so. Maybe a little more than normal because of I'm upset about the news and. But I think the guy deserves it. I mean, yeah, and that kind of stuff. You can't let that fly by and not say something. So if I'm taking a chance or not, I don't know. But I wasn't going to let that go by without me making a comment. On that. Carey Price coming back for one game. That's it. He's come back where he's played now. The second tonight he's going to play. And this stuff starting already? He's not the captain. They were doing this to Saku Koivu. He's not the captain, Carey Price. What is he? Why are they doing this? Anyway, I don't think I could have worded it any more strongly or stronger, whatever you want to say, than I did. And I stand by it 100%. Take me to court if that's what he needs to do to prove that go to court to prove he's a racist, because he is. Yeah, I'm sorry. Just today, it's it's tough to hear that. people have been mentioning this for a couple of weeks now, and I didn't really take much about the news with Guy Lafleur, and there was something there, and I didn't realize there was something to it. No, Lucas. Well, I guess there's a lot of people that weren't here. I'm going to go over that again because I want everybody to know what's going on, but and I want people to abide by what's being asked here. The Montreal Canadiens put this statement out this afternoon. The affection that Quebecers have for Guy Lafleur is profound, and we understand that people are concerned about his current state of health. However, we ask everyone to please respect the privacy of Guy and his family. No further comment will be made at this time. I realize me talking about it might be violating that in a little bit, but I think what the gist is that people are probably trying to contact him and whatever, and I think they want just to have a little privacy and to let whatever happens happen without all that. Let him have his privacy and this time. The public doesn't need to be involved. So, and Guy did say this was from an interview a couple of days ago after Mike Bossy passed, about he said he's suffering. He says it's rough, it's painful. My weight's dropped to 169 pounds. I don't take medication anymore. I let go of all that at Christmas. I want to have a good quality of life. I take life as it is. That's from Guy himself. So you don't have to figure out what's going on. And I'm not going to really be, you know what? I'm not going to talk about it any more than this until there's a time to do that. Because of that, I'm not going to do a video on this. I'm not doing that. When the time comes that I need to do a video, we'll do that, but not right now. And Guy Lafleur, my hockey idol, first Tony Esposito passed last year. My very first hockey idol, till I found Guy Lafleur, and then I've been a Montreal Canadiens fan, bleeding red, white, and blue ever since then. And I don't cheer for other teams. I don't have a favorite other team. It's the Montreal Canadiens, and I owe that all to Guy Lafleur who started that. No other player, you can say Jean Bell, but any of them, it was Guy Lafleur that got me to be a Montreal Canadiens fan. Lifelong. So. All right, sorry, I'll go to the comments. Carey is getting a lot of hate, and the NHLPA is a joke, and it's a crazy, sad day. Oh, well, if that's what you said, yes. And there's no reason for him to get a lot of hate, and the NHLPA, honestly, in my opinion, should do something about this. Like I said, Carey Price is an Indigenous man. That's hatred against an Indigenous man. That's racism. That's what it is. And the NHLPA should stand up and do something. I don't know what exactly, but do something to get an apology at the very least from that piece of shit. Not that his apology would mean anything. Just to shame him in public and have to make the apology. But I mean, his apology wouldn't mean anything. He's a racist. He's a hater. He's never going to change, that guy. Just he needs to be called out. I do have a preview coming up in a few minutes. I do apologize for the. I'm a little bit low today with the news about Guy Lafleur. I am looking forward to seeing Carey Price playing in a game that is a bit of a better opponent. He's going to get tested a little more tonight. As far as how many games he'll play the rest of the season, he did say yesterday that it'll depend on how he feels the next day after the game. So if the first game he played, he said it was good. He didn't really have any problems. If that continues, I would imagine we'll see him every second game. And I mean, I kind of hope that, because that'll mean 4 more games. I think it'll mean 4 more games for him. And then I'll get that 5. I predicted 5 games, so that he'd play 5 or more. So at least I get that right. I don't mind. At your hockey arena, it shows the hater on the hockey. Do you live in his? You live in Longueuil, X3J? Because he's a Bloc Québécois elected official from Longueuil. Habitation, you say 2 more for Carey? Well, we got 6 left. No, we got 5 left now. No, 6, right? So if he plays 1, that's going to be 2. He's going to play 3. I'm hoping 4. That's all. But I figure he's going to play 3 of the 6. If he feels good, I think they split games, him and Monty. He had some really. If I'm Monty, I'm like kind of proud of myself. He had some really nice things to say about Monty. You wouldn't expect he's going to say anything bad, but I thought he had some really good things to say, and I believe him because they're the things that I kind of like about Monty and that I see there. And he was saying the same thing. So it also made me think that if they go with Monty as the backup next year, I think him and Price will be just fine together, kind of. He really likes what he sees in Monty. He thinks Monty's a really good goalie and has a lot of promise. So I kind of think the same thing. So X3J, I feel for you, but man, give that guy write him or call his office or something. I'll put the numbers up there again if anybody's interested to do such. This is for the guy that called out Carey Price. He is a racist, right? He's definitely a racist. There's no doubt about it. And he's a piece of shit, too. This is him. And he just looks like a racist. Freaking. And this is where you reach him. In House of Commons, Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, K1A0A6. His name is Denis Trudel. Any mail sent to the member of parliament is posted. You can send it postage free. You can phone him at 613-992-8514. You can fax him at 613-992-2744. His constituency office in Longueuil, 192 Saint Jean Street. That's 192 Saint Jean Street, Suite 200, Longueuil, Quebec. Longueuil is spelled Longueuil. Very different kind of spelling, so that's why I spell it. J4H2X5. Phone number there is 450-928-4288. Or fax him at 450-928-4293. That's piece of shit Denis Trudel of the Bloc Québécois. Spit that out. Bah. Leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Okay, we'll get to preview in a few minutes. Just give me a few more minutes. What did he say about Price? Let's put that up there. I have it in French, so I'll give you a basic translation. I saw Carey Price last night on TV. The biggest thing in sport in Montreal is not capable of talking in the language of the majority of the people who buy the tickets and applaud his exploits. After all these years, that's simply not acceptable. That's what he said. I think Okay, get the kids out of the room. I'll give you 5 seconds. All right, my response to Denny Trudell is a very simple 2 words. 2 words. Fuck you. Sorry, I know people don't like when we swear here. I cannot let that go by without that. Sorry. It may be profane, but it's very well deserved to that guy. And I hope that a lot of people let him know how they feel about it. I'm just tired of the slight to the English here. And Carey Price is an Indigenous man, and that's racism. That's all. Habination and Baybye both think 2 games more after this. I hope Habination, you're not laughing about what the guy said. It's kind of, whatever. Maybe I'm making more of it than it should be, but I don't think stuff like that should be allowed to. I believe in free speech, and I have the freedom to answer the way I answer as well. I don't think racist and hate speech should be allowed, though. I believe in free speech. I don't think racist hate speech is free speech. I know you could say, well, free speech is everything, but I'm not so sure hate talk should be allowed. No. Yeah, well, it's I don't say he's not for election, but I don't know. He's trying. I get it. Like someone said earlier, getting his 15 minutes of fame. I guess I don't know. But that's it's not right. It's you got to call that out. And if I said something like that, I would expect to be called out for that. And as far as that guy is a coward, they all are. All those people like that, they're all cowards. They hide behind the screen and the keyboard and the podium with security in front of them, and they all talk a big game like this guy and others, of course, and like Pierre Poilievre, asshole. And they're just cowards who are emboldened by the like let's say a computer speak, a firewall in front of them, right? Well, yeah, whatever. Well, you can see my face as I call them out, so I'm not hiding behind a firewall. Not giving out my address either, but I'm right here many a night for someone to come in and talk and say what they want. And when they told Lafreniere not to speak French to media in New York, all the French freaked out. That's right. And what did I say about it? Didn't think that was right either. Right? Now, did I stand? He's not in Montreal. I'm not going to stand up in the same way. Not one of our players. But I did say I didn't think that was right. That's like that for horrible, awful, and it needs to be called out. So it's not just because it was English, but in Quebec, I'm kind of tired of pretty much my whole life having to put up with that kind of bullshit. I'm just as much of a Quebecer as anybody else. Besides, as far as I know, Quebec's in Canada, and Quebec is not a nation. Quebec is a province in a country that is a nation. Not Quebec. Quebec's not a nation. They're a piece of a nation. All right. Am I making enemies tonight? Maybe. I don't know. Hope not. Hope we have reasonable people out there. All right. I'm going to get to my preview. I don't know how people are still here. If you're having a good time, please give a thumbs up and consider subscribing and ringing that notifications bell if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate that. And we're going to get to the preview for tonight's game. Well, I'm going to finish this so I can keep calm. Yeah, Habs 22. It doesn't matter how long. Long time. I don't want to get into that. They don't realize they're dividing us more. And Lucas says he's tired of it all. Yeah, it's just that's exactly it. And this new Bill 96. Racist is a stretch, bigot perhaps. I think that Carey Price being Indigenous and the fact that somebody did mention they haven't called out too many like a lot of the other English stars. Why are they calling him out? Gotta assume it's because he's Indigenous, and then that becomes racist. I don't know how else you want to look at it. Is he a bigot? Yeah. Is it prejudice? Yeah, but it's also racism. Why isn't he calling out somebody else? I mean, there's other players here who have never spoken French. Maybe they haven't been here as long as Carey, but yeah, Habs 22. You're in the wrong place to say that. I'm not saying I'm a Trudeau guy, but I'm not gonna. First of all, I'm not gonna dump on him right now. And yeah, don't do that in here, please. I'd like to still say that you're friends. Hey, Gabriel. All right. Yeah, I know it's I mean, everything's Trudeau's fault. Hey, listen, Canada's got a lot of power because somehow it's Trudeau's fault that the world is paying so much for gas and the inflation's hit everywhere in the world. Trudeau must be freaking powerful. That's his fault. Gabriel's got 4-1 Wild. Kirill the Thrill with the first goal. All right, let's get to the the preview. That's what it's called. All right, so Minnesota is in town. Minnesota's 47, 21, and 7, 101 points, third in the Central. Montreal is 20, 45, and 11, 51 points, which they've been stuck on for a little while, and eighth in the Atlantic. Where to watch or how to watch this game? Start time 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific in Montreal's region, TSN2 in English and RDS in French. In the Wild's region, Bally Sports North. And streaming it, forget the ones in red, Sports Surge or NHL 66, which has been the most reliable, but not the last time, not the last game. But that's where I'm watching it tonight, hopefully. Last 10 record, these two teams, Minnesota 6-1-3 on a 1-game streak, if that's a streak. Montreal 2-8-0 on a 5-game losing streak. So you can kind of look and say Montreal's kind of due. Previous matchup this year in Minnesota, they kind of careened us under Coach Dom, 8-2. Tail of the tape. Scoring chances for percentage, 45% for Montreal, 29th. 53.9% for Minnesota, 6th. Goals per game, 2.55 for Montreal, 31st. 3.68 for Minnesota, 5th. Goals against per game, 3.86 for Montreal, 32nd. 3.08 for Minnesota, 19th. So they have a weak spot. It's on the defensive side a little bit. Power play percentage for Montreal, 13.4%, 31st. For Minnesota, 19.9%, 20th. So it's like decent. PK percentage, 74.6%, 28th. That's Montreal. And 75.4% for Minnesota, 25th. So a little bit susceptible on penalty kill. You can score against them. The record, obviously, head-to-head this year, 0-1-0 for Montreal, 1-0-0 for the Wild. Shots on goal allowed per game. Minnesota is 31.8, Montreal 34.5. Shots on goal 4 per game, 32.5 for Minnesota, 29.6 for Montreal. Face-off percentage, Minnesota 47.3%, 29th. And Montreal 48.8%, 20th. So shocked there. A little surprised. So that, give Montreal a chance. Goalies tonight, it's going to be Talbot, I believe, for Minnesota, 29, 12, and 4. 284 goals against, 910 save percentage, 2 shutouts. For Montreal, it's going to be, that's really small. Carey Price. He is now, he's 1-0-1 in his one start. 895 goals against, 895 save percentage. 204 goals against. And, that's Price tonight. Players to watch last 5 games for Minnesota. It's all Kevin Fiala. 11 points, 5 goals, 6 assists, and a +7. And on the Habs side, Petrie for 4 points, Paling 3 goals, Petrie 4 assists, and Gallagher +2. Team leaders in goals is Kirill the Thrill Kaprizov, 43 goals. Nick Suzuki, 20, his first 20-goal season. Points, Kaprizov 93, Suzuki 57. Average time on ice, Jonas Brodin 23:35 and Petrie 22:07 for Montreal. And wins, Talbot 29 and Jake Allen with 9. Habs scoring, I kind of cut off there. I wanted to have anyway, I'll get to it. Suzuki 57 points, 20 goals, 37 assists. Caulfield stuck on 18 goals, 20 assists, 38 points. Lehkonen is gone. Hoffman 11 goals, 18 assists, 29 points. And Anderson also is I think he's got 18 or 19 goals, 10 assists for 29 points. I think that's what it is. I cut it off. I didn't realize. Anyway, from Minnesota, Kirill the Thrill, 43, 50, and for 93 points. Zuccarello, 22 goals, 52 assists, 74 points. The aforementioned Fiala, 29 goals, 44 assists, 73 points. And Ryan Hartman, 31 goals, 28 assists, 59 points. All top 4 have more points than Suzuki, our best guy. So, bottom 10. Yeah, I got 10 there this time in the league. San Jose, 70 points. Buffalo, 69. Detroit, 68. Ottawa, 63. New Jersey with 61. So does Chicago have. Philadelphia, 57. Seattle, 56. Montreal with 51. And Arizona with 49. So we'll see how that works out with each team having 6 games to go. Current line. Minnesota's on the road, so their away record is 20-14-5. Montreal's home record is 10-23-4. And over the last 3 seasons versus each other, Minnesota's 2-1-0 and Montreal's 1-2-0. Montreal's lines: Suzuki, Caulfield, Anderson, Dvorak, Hoffman, Gallagher, Matt Perreault, Pitlick, and Byron. That's Rem Pitlick. And fourth line is Paling, Dauphin, and Tyler Pitlick. Romanov and Savard, first pair. Edmondson, Petrie, second pair. Jordan Harris back in the lineup. And Weidman, third pair. Price starting. Monty backing him up. And for the Wild, Hartman centering Kaprizov, excuse me. Okay, it's a different guy, Kaprizov. Kaprizov and Zuccarello for the... it's so weird. I can't make a line out of that. Thinking to myself and talking out loud. It's not a good combination. Gaudreau in between Fiala and Boldy. Eriksson Ek in between Delorier, and that's Nick Delorier. And Bugstad, former Hab, Nick Delorier. Duar in between Dehaime and Chaffee. And you got Middleton and the very dirty against Montreal Spurgeon. As the first pair, Brodin and Kulikov. Second pair, Ben and Goligoski. Third pair, Talbot making the start. Fleury backing him up. And ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the preview. Let's see what you guys are saying. Bayby's warning: if you email, just remember your name's on the email, so be careful how you word it. Andrew, going to be paying attention to Price's movement, see how he's feeling in game 2. Ryan, 4-2 Montreal, Zuccarello with the first goal. All right. Some water. So, go over some of the game day news because some people got here late. So, let's see what we got. So, everyone should know, as you saw the lineups, Jake Evans is out. He has a virus of some sort. They don't know for sure yet. It's COVID, I guess, waiting for test results. So he's being watched for that. If he's got COVID, that means he's played his last game this season. Dauphin is in. Matt Perreault is in. Jordan Harris is in. And out there, Joel Armia has gone back to Finland. There's a family issue there, so he's got a leave of absence. He probably played his last game this season. Maybe played his last game as a Hab as well. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Corey Sheneman out. Jordan Harris in. I'll announce the letter. If you are watchers of Letterkenny, if you are, you know about Shoresy. So the new spin-off series Shoresy starts May 13th. If you've got Crave, you'll find it there. May 27th on Hulu. And I'm not going to watch it on either place, but I am going to watch it. And can't wait till that comes out. So I'll be watching it probably on the 14th. I'll get that. So Shoresy. And there's a trailer out there. I imagine it's on YouTube. But look for it, and it's like little over 2 minutes, and it's funny. So yeah, and they finally do reveal in that trailer. They kind of reveal Jared Kiso as Shoresy finally, because if you watch Letterkenny, he's never shown his face. It's Jared Kiso, which we all know it is, but he's never shown his face, and in the trailer, he finally does. So yeah, something interesting. Habination says 5-3 Habs. Flower with the first goal. Okay. That's interesting how that's going to happen. Thomas, hey Thomas, how you doing? So there's that. Anyways, it's kind of a heavy-hearted day, and maybe anyway. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, be sure of yourself there, Rick. Nice clarity there, eh? Thomas has 5-4 Montreal in OT, but the OT is not important, but that's an interesting point. Caulfield with the first goal. I really like to see that happen because I would like to see Caulfield. I'd like to see him get those 2 goals he needs to hit 20 tonight. No, I mean, you know what? I'm going to say I'm maybe not against this team, but as we saw in the preview, Minnesota can be scored upon, obviously, if their goals against per game is 19th, I think it was, in the league. I mean, and if their PK is also on the low side. They can be caught a little bit. So hopefully Caulfield can catch them for 2. X3J 3-1 Montreal. Harris with the first one. Yeah, it's an interesting choice, Harris. I think he's looking for his first, right? It's Barron that got his first. So, I mean, that would be nice too to see Harris get his first. I just looked at the time and didn't realize how late it is. I got to get going, and I got to feed my pets, and I got to get ready for the 7:00 show. So thanks everybody for being here. Don't forget, come back at 7 for the hangout. I hope Matt's going to be there. Matt should be there with me, and we're going to do the game. Bring you some play-by-play, some commentary, and some good hockey talk. and hopefully, I'd love to see Montreal pull a win out tonight. And as I just said, I'd love to see Cole Caulfield, get at least a goal. But I'd like to see him get those 2 to get him to 20. And then there you go. So thanks everybody for being here. I really appreciate that. Stay safe for 15 minutes till I see you again. And peace out, y'all. I'll see you in 15 minutes, as I said. Thanks for watching. And hopefully I'll see you at the hangout. I'm going to just repeat myself if I talk any longer. So ciao. I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.